Jealousy is a shadow that lurks beneath the surface of human interaction, often cloaked in the guise of casual remarks or seemingly innocent observations. It is a force that does not confront boldly but seeps quietly, corroding relationships and peace of mind alike. Jealousy rarely wears its true face. Instead, it dresses itself in concern, advice, or even compliments, camouflaging its corrosive intent. Yet beneath these words lies a deeper truth, an insecurity, a fragile fear that your progress and success illuminate the disparity between your ascent and their stagnation. In the wisdom of Stoicism, such emotions are recognized not merely as personal failings in others but as opportunities for self-reflection and growth. This ancient philosophy invites us to see beyond the surface of jealousy to the root causes. Fear, comparison, and a misunderstanding of what true success entails. It teaches us to respond not with defensiveness or resentment, but with equanimity, wisdom, and an unwavering focus on our own virtue. In this discourse, we will examine 7 of the most common remarks born of envy, unpack their underlying meaning, and explore how the Stoic mindset empowers you to respond with grace and strength. In doing so, you will not only shield your spirit from toxicity but also fortify your journey toward lasting fulfillment and resilience. If you're new here, subscribe to Stoic Thrive and tap the bell so you never miss a lesson in strength, discipline, and inner peace. Let's dive in. 1. You've changed. At first glance, the statement "you've changed" might seem innocuous or even complimentary, a recognition of personal growth or transformation. However, beneath this phrase often lies a subtle accusation or discomfort. It suggests that the speaker perceives your evolution as a departure from a shared past, perhaps from a time when you were closer, more similar, or more dependent on them. It is less about your growth and more about their resistance to change, an unspoken resentment toward being left behind or overshadowed. This remark attempts to tether you to an earlier version of yourself, one that fit within their comfort zone and expectations. From a Stoic perspective, change is not just inevitable, it is the very essence of life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that nature is in constant flux, and to live virtuously is to embrace this flow rather than resist it. Growth, therefore, is the natural manifestation of wisdom and alignment with one's true self. When someone voices discomfort at your change, it is a reflection of their internal struggle, not a critique of your path. To anchor yourself in Stoic wisdom is to recognize that your transformation is a testament to your pursuit of virtue and purpose. You have done what the wise do, you have grown. The Stoic response to "you've changed" is to embody serenity and confidence. There is no need for defensive explanations or apologies. Instead, affirm your journey. Yes, I have changed. I have grown because I strive to live in harmony with my principles. Change is the natural order of life, and I welcome it as part of my pursuit of excellence. In doing so, you not only assert your autonomy, but also invite the other to reflect on their own relationship with change, a lesson in patience and self-examination. 2. Must be nice to have everything handed to you. This dismissive remark is a familiar weapon in the arsenal of jealousy, designed to minimize your achievements by attributing them to unearned privilege. It erases the countless unseen hours of toil, the sacrifices, failures, and resilience that underpin your success. By suggesting that your accomplishments were simply handed to you, the speaker seeks to undermine your efforts, casting doubt on your legitimacy and worthiness. It is an attempt to equalize the playing field by devaluing the true work behind your progress. Stoicism offers a profound reframing of such judgments. It teaches that external circumstances, wealth, status, opportunity, are largely beyond our control and should not be the measure of our virtue or success. Epictetus famously reminds us that it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Whether fortune smiles or frowns, what defines us is our response, our discipline, wisdom, and steadfastness in the face of adversity. Thus, the accusation that your achievements were unearned misses the mark. It ignores the inner fortitude and moral character essential to real accomplishment. When confronted with this type of comment, respond with quiet dignity and clarity. I recognize that circumstances play a role, but I have devoted myself to constant effort and growth. I focus on what is within my control, my actions, choices, and values, rather than external judgments. This response not only deflects the insult but asserts the Stoic principle that true success arises from virtuous effort, not mere luck or entitlement. 3. You're lucky, that's all. Luck is the favorite scapegoat of envy, a way to deny the hard work and discipline that underlie achievement by reducing it to chance. When someone says, "You're lucky," they are attempting to rob you of your agency, implying that you are a passive recipient of fortune rather than an active architect of your life. This diminishes the value of perseverance and the conscious decisions that create lasting success. For the Stoics, the concept of luck is ultimately inconsequential. While we cannot control random events or external conditions, we wield absolute control over our judgments, intentions, and responses. Seneca taught that fortune's gifts are fleeting and unreliable. What endures is virtue and the inner strength that carries us through uncertainty. Life's unpredictable nature demands resilience, the ability to remain steadfast regardless of favorable or adverse circumstances. The wise do not attribute their progress to luck but to reasoned choice and consistent effort. A Stoic response to the luck comment would emphasize your commitment to virtue and responsibility. While fortune may play a role beyond our control, my focus remains on cultivating resilience, wisdom, and discipline. Success is the outcome of deliberate effort, not mere chance. This answer reclaims your power, reinforcing that your path is shaped by purposeful action, not blind luck. 4. You think you're better than us now. This accusation is less about your behavior and more about the insecurities of the speaker. It attempts to shame you for your progress by framing your success as arrogance or elitism. The underlying fear is that your growth casts a shadow on their own standing, leading them to equate your self-improvement with superiority. This weaponizes guilt to pressure you into diminishing your accomplishments and returning to a perceived equal baseline. Stoicism warns us against the twin pitfalls of arrogance and false humility. True virtue requires humility, the clear-eyed recognition of our own limitations and the shared humanity of all people. Yet humility does not mean belittling oneself or suppressing growth. It means improving without attachment to status or external validation. Marcus Aurelius exhorts us to focus inwardly on becoming better, rather than measuring ourselves against others. When faced with this remark, respond with grounded humility and clarity. I do not see myself as better than anyone. My journey is about self-improvement, not comparison. I seek to grow in virtue each day. This response disarms the accusation, redirects the focus to your own values, and reminds the speaker that growth is an individual responsibility, not a contest of superiority. 5. I bet you don't even remember where you came from. This cutting remark seeks to imply disloyalty or forgetfulness regarding your origins, suggesting that your success has severed your connection to your roots or authenticity. It serves as a veiled critique, questioning whether you remain humble or true to yourself. Yet often, such accusations reveal the speaker's own unresolved feelings of displacement or envy, struggling to reconcile your rise with their own sense of being left behind. Stoicism offers a nuanced perspective on the relationship between past and present. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on the impermanence of all things, urging mindfulness of our origins as an anchor amidst change. Growth does not require abandonment of one's roots. Rather, it entails integrating past experiences as the foundation upon which wisdom and purpose are built. To forget one's beginnings is folly, but to be tethered solely to the past is stagnation. A wise response to this charge is to affirm the continuity of your journey. My past has shaped who I am and informs my values. My growth is not a rejection of where I came from, but a testament to the lessons learned along the way. Such a statement conveys respect for your origins while asserting your right and responsibility to evolve beyond them. 6. You must have had help to get where you are. This claim seeks to dilute your accomplishments by attributing them primarily to external assistance rather than your own merit. It insinuates that your success is owed more to privilege, connections, or luck than to personal effort and character. This undermines the integrity of your achievements and reflects a desire to discredit what you have built through perseverance. The Stoic principle of self-reliance holds that while support may aid our progress, it is our own choices and discipline that ultimately shape our destiny. Epictetus teaches that external aids are indifferent. The virtue lies in how we use them, or how we prevail without them. The true architect of one's life is the rational mind, committed to virtue despite obstacles. When addressing this remark, acknowledge the truth without conceding your agency. I have been fortunate to receive support, yet it is my own decisions, effort, and perseverance that have shaped my path. This response honors the reality of collaboration while emphasizing that your success is fundamentally rooted in your own character and work. 7. I wish I had your confidence. Though this statement may sound flattering on the surface, it often conceals a subtle bitterness. The speaker envies not only your confidence but the inner peace and clarity from which it springs, mistakenly believing it to be an inherent trait rather than a cultivated virtue. This misunderstanding breeds resentment and distance. Stoicism teaches that true confidence arises not from external validation or innate traits but from self-mastery and acceptance. Confidence is the calm assurance born of knowing what lies within our control and surrendering what does not. It is a product of relentless self-awareness, discipline, and the courage to act in alignment with one's values. Respond with generosity and insight. Confidence is not a gift but a skill cultivated through understanding what truly matters and practicing self-discipline. It is available to all who are willing to commit to growth and self-reflection. By offering this perspective, you not only deflect envy but illuminate a path for others to build their own inner strength. Conclusion. The Stoic path teaches us that the words of others, whether harsh, envious, or disguised as advice, do not define our essence. When confronted with jealousy masked in critique or backhanded compliments, the greatest power lies in our response. To embody self-control, virtue, and resilience. Rather than reacting with anger or defensiveness, we meet these moments with wisdom and humility, protecting the sanctity of our peace and the integrity of our journey. Jealousy serves as a mirror, reflecting not our flaws but the fears and limitations of others. It challenges us to rise above petty judgments and to ground ourselves in what truly matters: our growth, our character, and the steadfast pursuit of wisdom. In this way, we transform obstacles into opportunities, not only preserving our spirit but inspiring others by the strength of our example. Remember, the true measure of your worth is not in the opinions cast by others, but in the choices you make to respond with grace, courage, and clarity. Let envy be a call to deepen your own resilience and live with unwavering purpose. If these reflections have helped fortify your spirit, subscribe to Stoic Thrive and tap the bell to remain anchored in your pursuit of virtue and wisdom. Share your insights on jealousy and how you maintain your peace amid envy in the comments below. True strength is found not in evading criticism, but in mastering the art of response, resilient, wise, and ever thriving.